Aqua gang, y'all already know what it is. Your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius soul family. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. These messages are general, guys, okay? Can't resonate with every single Aquarius every single time. Use your intuition to guide you towards the messages that the divine has here for you today, and leave the rest for whoever else is here for. That's how this works, you guys. Also, try to keep an open mind when it comes to tarot, guys, as well as cross watchers. You guys are welcome. All right, what's up? Like, just place yourself where you belong in the story, okay? Take a moment, click that like button if you don't mind. It's free. It helps the channel in a it helps the channel tremendously, guys. Okay, it might seem small, but it's major. So if you don't mind, go ahead and click that like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload for this sign. Okay, let's jump in. We don't have time to waste. This reading is going to go a little bit differently than what we are used to. I'm feeling this intuitively, actually. So let's go ahead and tap right on in. I wasn't getting much energetically during the meditation itself. I definitely felt a lot of questions or questioning. So I feel like where somebody may have been very confident in reference to who you are as a person or what you're like, they may have pegged you as a certain kind of individual. You may be changing that perspective of this individual. They no longer are viewing you the same way. I don't know what the changes consist of. I just know it's different, and they have like a lot of questions in reference to how things ended up this way. All right, so we have blooming. All right, we have passion, love, relationship. What we have breakthrough, as well as healing. Okay, relaxing, and a bit of emotions. Okay, before I tap in, I want to pull all the cards for now. So let's get this deck going, and then I'll jump right on in. What I do see straight off the bat is something that started out very beautifully. A very beautiful connection. Okay, it seems to be mutual. The affections, the passion, the emotions, the desires to spend time together, to work on building a foundation. It does feel as though that was mutual initially. Somebody changed, or maybe somebody was just all talk. It could be that as well, right? This does feel like a very romantic upheaval is the phrase that they're using. I feel like this caught you off guard. This connection caught you off guard, and you gave it a shot. For some of you, you may have met this person at a time where you were either vulnerable, or maybe you just weren't looking for a relationship, and they changed your mind in some way. But then there is some form of disconnect right on this other side, because this is showing up as the past energy, and this is showing up as the present. We will have the future energies in the extended, which will of course include the future of this connection, what that looks like, as well as those of you looking to go towards new love, what that looks like as well. So let's see here. We have, see, freedom. Freedom, rising above, spirit. This is like a free spirit is what I feel. I feel like this person did want the connection initially, you guys, okay? Then it appears to have gotten really heavy, because this is a feather. Feathers are really light. I feel like this person likes to just delve into the shallow portions of a relationship or of a connection. They're not able to really get deep. Once you start wanting to have those tougher conversations about foundation, about, about effort, about the longevity, about goals and shit like that, they cower out is what I'm hearing. It makes them feel weighed down. I do feel like that makes this person feel a bit insecure. They're not able to go as deep as you want it to, and I feel like that is where the disconnect is coming from, right? Like you wanted a breakthrough here. You wanted some more opening up. You wanted this person to be more transparent and open to your ideas, right? Or at least compromising. I feel like you were trying to present this person with a pathway forward so that the two of you can grow and expand. But this is somebody who struggles with some very deeply rooted insecurities, and that doesn't allow them to go as deep as you would have wanted them to, okay? It's like a domino effect as well. So because they weren't able to go as deep, they therefore could not show up for you, but they were all for you showing up for them. That's my issue with this person. Okay, I feel like this person wanted you to kind of overlook their half-stepping ass. That's what I heard, right? They wanted you to overlook their mishaps or where they lack, right? But still show up for them as your best self. And I'm like, how is that fair, right? How is that fair? We have Black Cat that came out in the reverse. So I feel like maybe at the beginning of this, you thought that you had struck gold, right? A lottery ticket, a very whimsical energy, if you will. Lots of passion, like I said, but it did not grow. It just didn't grow. You weren't able to really get yourselves rooted deep enough for this to carry on for the long haul. And I feel like that's where the changes have occurred. So maybe this person viewed you as somebody who all you needed was the passion, the pom pom, the intimacy, the emotions, right? The emotionality of it all, that you would be able to look over everything else as long as that was there, but that's not the case. And this is the awakening that I feel like they're having, right? Like I feel like they're now awakening to the fact that they have to do much more. Now we have magic here twice. I definitely feel as though this person feels like maybe they're under some kind of, I don't want to use the word spell, but they do feel extremely attached to you emotionally and mentally. That is out of character for this individual, it is. So that also has them looking at you quite differently. Let me pull a few more cards here. Now this person does want to work things out. I don't see that they're changing very much. They want you to get on board with who they are as a person. Like, don't try to change them. Don't try to mold them into what it is that you need, is what I'm hearing, which is like the audacity of them. I feel like they want you. They feel like if you're able to accept them how they are, that's you rising above, right? Like that's you being the bigger person. That is what they're wishing for. Getting to know each other, definitely. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And I do feel like the bond deepened to an extent. This person wouldn't allow it to go as deep as it could because of their insecurities, okay? So whatever that looks like, whatever you were asking this person for that was going to solidify exclusivity, a union, the two of you being a thing, an item, growing, expanding, I feel like you kept hitting a brick wall with this person, okay? You kept getting turned down, or you kept getting redirected instead of getting an actual answer from them, or instead of getting actual actions and effort out of them. All right, so we have worth waiting for, that's in the reverse, right? So this is somebody who also had the notion, like I said, that if you were wrapped up into them passionately, right? If you had these passionate emotions for them, these deep-rooted emotions, even if the emotion is hate, they're still in your atmosphere, right? They're still around you. They're still around you, even if energetically. So they almost had the notion that that was worth it. Like that's all that they needed, to just stay constantly in your memory, stay constantly on your mind, always keep a footing in your brain. And then that would help solidify them for an extended amount of time. I feel like all of that is changing. You're not waiting anymore. You're not even asking anymore, right? It's not even a conversation anymore. This could have been an aha moment. I keep hearing that for you. Okay, we have finances and career at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like that's possibly what you're focused on, but this person feels as though you're focused on other people. That might not be true, but I feel as though that is where their mind is taking them, right? Now their mind is definitely going 1,000 miles per hour. They've been trying to slow it down, stop it. This is somebody who likes to just, this is a person who doesn't like to stress over anything. Bills, money, adulting, relationships, they want to feel light as a feather. They want to feel free. They want to feel as though they can do, come and go as they please. And I feel as though even though you are removing yourself from this to some extent or some form, you're changing your direction, okay, which is therefore changing the energy in this connection altogether, instead of this person viewing that as you releasing them to the community. Like, fuck you. Like, if we're not going to do this, then I'm out. They're instead viewing that as a burden. So you're now burdening them because they did not expect for you to not see the point in working on this, even if you don't get what you want out the deal. They're confusion, okay? They are confused. They have a lot of questions for you, in fact, okay? This is also someone who felt like the two of you were really lucky to have found each other as well, right? They really admired the support that you gave without receiving any. Okay, this was a connection that this person was able to really coast in and not really have to tap into those deeper emotions again, like I stated. They kind of wanted to steer clear of that, but I feel like, excuse me, we've hit a impasse here. So we have, see, yeah, damn. I get the energy of somebody who likes to be a free spirit, as I stated, but whoever they're dealing with, they don't want you to have that same freeing feeling. They like to exert a form of power to suggest that you are more into them than they are into you. We have hidden. There are some hidden emotions here for sure. You might not have even known that this person was digging you or liked you as much as they actually do. Okay? Also, sort of a ploy for them to protect these insecurities that they did not want to come to light. We have waiting until the smoke clears. Okay, so I do feel like this person will approach very soon, if they have not done so already. They're currently doing a lot of thinking. They're currently being very inquisitive mentally. But not yet saying anything, okay? I feel as though this is somebody who needs more answers. They need more clarity in reference to what is going on, like why you're behaving the way that you are. Why aren't you conducting yourself the way that they would have known you to do? Let's see here. Yeah, I also feel like this person was dragging their feet, in reference to expanding this connection. I just keep feeling that, you guys. This is why the rejected card is right over getting to know each other. They want to consistently stay in that beginning phase, because then they don't have to do as much. Then things are still light as a feather. Then things are not as deep, not as complicated. You know, they like to stay in the beginning phases of a relationship where it's just blooming and it's still kind of lovey-dovey in that honeymoon phase. And I feel like you consistently try to get them to go to the next level up. They rejected your advances, they did. And I also feel like for some of you, they may have lashed out because you triggered them. By wanting more from them, that was a trigger. So they may have lashed out at you. This was also in an attempt to hide what they actually felt, right? What they actually feel. So let's see here. If this person lashed out at you, then they know you're angry. They know that you still have heightened emotions about how things have gone down, and they're trying to attempt to wait until things heal a little bit before they say something, but they still have a lot of questions, right? Look at that, 9 of Swords, extremely stressed out, okay, overthinking for sure, possibly not getting any sleep whatsoever. Person may also be experiencing some financial issues as well, you guys. It feels as though a lot of things are happening to them at once. The Judgment in the reverse, as well as the 8 of Cups. Damn, and the Death card. Shit. They had a choice. They chose wrong. Okay? You gave them opportunity after opportunity, time after time, a lot of time for some of you. Many of cycles. For a great majority of you, they definitely had the opportunity to make the right decision before it all blew up in their face, but they didn't do it. Man, that pride will kill your ego. Now won't it? Now won't it? This is definitely the death of this person's ego, you guys, okay? They told me to look at the bottom of the deck. See? Right. And it's seemingly coming out of nowhere. I also feel like for some of you, the hidden feelings that this person was attempting to keep from you, they were also lying to themselves and telling themselves that they didn't actually have those feelings. So they were believing their own lies. So it does feel like everything is coming to a head now. That shit is getting real. This could be because of how much time has lapsed since they've heard from you, since they've been near you, since they've spoken to you, since you've walked out, or since you have put them in their place. I don't get that all of you rejected this person. For some of you, this person rejected you, but now they are stressing out over that, okay? Everyone is dealing with someone who has made a wrong decision, but they thought that they were on the right path. They definitely felt like they were making the right decision in that moment, at that time. What they were doing was being selfish, right? Trying to protect themselves rather than looking at the bigger picture. And that now has them out on their ass. It's the problem. Wow. Yeah. So this person is really kicking themselves, okay? If you were wondering. This is something that they are trying to hide from other people, okay? They're trying to hide the fact that you got the best of them and that they're surprised, right? And that they're not quite able to catch their footing as quickly as they thought they would be, okay? They're also hiding the fact that they misjudged this entire situation, okay? They misjudged you. This is where a lot of those questions are stemming from as well. They're trying to find where they went wrong. How did they misread this? How did they misread you? How did they not know that it was coming to a head so quickly? How did they not know that rejecting you this one time would mean that you would never look at them again? How did they not know that you rejecting them would mean that they have to entirely transform their entire selves, their whole soul, in order to even have a conversation with you? See, unseen forces. Yep. Wow. This person's behavior is motivated behind a lack of security, you guys. They're very insecure. Okay? Very insecure. We have celebration in the reverse as well as trapped. So this person's insecurities definitely take over their psyche, you guys. It's quite sad. It's a little heartbreaking, okay? Let's be honest. I do see that they're going to actively try to work on this, only because their hands are tied, okay? They have no choice but to. There's a lot of darkness that they are trying to see themselves out of, but they don't know how to do that. This is somebody who's also denying or trying to hide those insecurities still, and also denying those insecurities to themselves, which makes it very difficult to change something or to heal from something if you're not even acknowledging it. It's a very toxic pattern, you guys. We have ready, and that's in the reverse. See, they were not ready for this. This is a surprise to this person. They weren't ready to transform. They weren't ready to change. They wanted to kind of continue on the same path within the same cycle over and over and over, right? Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Wow. Miraculous. You might think it's a miracle that these changes have occurred in this person. This is divinely guided, however, okay? It had to happen this way. We have inner child. This person is struggling from a lot of childhood trauma, okay? This is potentially things that they never shared with you because, again, this is somebody who stays very surface level. They don't allow people in. They hold on to everything. They allow it to build up and then they blow up. It's very unhealthy. But I feel like they're being forced to change at this time. And they don't even know where these forces are coming from, but it is divinely guided. It's the divine forcing this person to see themselves for who they are. Look in the mirror, right? And to show them the ways in which they have sabotaged so many things in their life up until this point and how they can change it. Now, I do see that this person is listening, okay? I do see that they are listening. We have the death card. After the death, nothing is ever the same. This is a full-blown transformation, a total 180. That still doesn't mean that they will have another opportunity with you, okay? We have wedding in the reverse. You might not even see this person the same anymore, right? Like, you might not even be as attracted to them anymore. You might not see yourself committing even if you're still attracted to this person or have any forms of emotions, it's like, how do you unsee what they've already done to you? That is the thing. They've burnt a lot of bridges with you. Let's see here. All right. I just want to get a bit of a sneak peek, and then we're going over to the extended to tap in over there. This is the past and the future. I mean, the past and the present in which this person is dealing. So presently they are going through a transformation, or they will be in the very, very near future. Transformations can take quite a while depending on the obedience of the person, right? But the transformation is happening nonetheless, right? Expect a powerful change. Whoa. Alrighty then. The energy is gaining momentum. That makes absolute sense, you guys, okay? And a time to give rather than to take. This person is learning some hard lessons. They're very selfish, okay? And now they're being brought to their knees, brought to a point where there is no ability for that selfishness. Okay, in reference to you, it says a win-win is the outcome of this forecast. So I'm going to look into all of this in depth, the energies of the future, and then we're of course going to get into new love. So more specifically, I want to see, what does this person, or where do they believe things are heading with the two of you? Okay, I do see that they're actively transforming. They are actively very obsessed with your journey, like where you're going, what you're doing. Okay, and if you are ready to move on yet, right? Ready is in the reverse. I feel like that is a part of their hopes, that you're not actually ready to release them and let them go. But that's neither here nor there. I also want to know what shadows both of you need to address. This is going to be the reason why all of this went down this way. Let's see what karma the divine has in store for this person's behavior. Okay, they are going through a death of the ego. I want a little bit more detail on that. Let's see their next steps and their intentions, so you can fully prepare yourself for that. And then we will look at the best potential outcome. Whether you decide to re-engage with this person or go in the opposite direction, there's no judgment. I will look at both potential outcomes, and then we're gonna get right into new love, because period, we have a win-win, baby. That means you choose this person or a new person, you win it. Okay, a win is a win, bitch. Let's just say that. All right. Let's see what new energies are coming in. Only the good, only the new. What is this person like, so that you can know who exactly I'm talking about, just in case you have several people coming around. What's the chemistry like between you and this person in and out of the bedroom? All right, let's see what that's looking like. I want to know how spirit suggests you elevate your frequency in order to block all toxic, low vibrational energies from seeing you. Okay, how to become invisible to all of that as you are entering into this new cycle. I also want to know how spirit suggests you restore your trust and optimism in love, so that when you do meet this person, you're able to be open enough to actually see them for who they are and be successful in that. Okay, let's see what blockages, if any, may be prolonging you from elevating out of your current cycle. Okay, and then I also want to know why this person is single. Okay, are there any warnings or deal breakers that you need to know about in reference to this person as well, so you're not wasting your time, and the potential for things to go all the way into union for the two of you. And then I want to get your focus advice in reference to how you can attain your desired life of fulfillment and happiness, whatever that looks like for you. Everybody's recipe is different. What does spirit suggest you lean into energetically, or add, or recalibrate, etc., in order to speed up momentum towards those manifestations? Okay, so if you don't mind, again, click that like button as well as the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link for the extended down below in the description box, and I'm going to see y'all over there. All right.